Good morning. Wait, I take that back. Good afternoon. It's May 29. I'm waiting to hear back on the mixes with horns that I was showing you yesterday. Fortunately for me, I've got something else to jump into. That's always nice when there's something to do. And I'm working on cues for a documentary. It's custom cues through a company that I work with and have music in their catalog. And sometimes they deliver custom scores to productions that do documentaries, television series, a lot of dialogue heavy programming. So it's a totally different kind of writing. You want to write in a way that will never interfere with the storytelling or the dialogue, or you can't get too big on these tracks, even though sometimes I try. And sometimes they still get used if they're a little bit big, but you don't want to make these too big. This one just starts off with a pad and a piano, and I want to show you how I have my session set up because I think some of you will find that interesting. All right, so up top, green is strings, yellow is synthesizers, orange is piano, purple is drums and percussion. Well, I take that back. Purple is effects, but I just happen to be using a lot of looped bass things, so they are the drums and percussion. And then the nice thing is, when I'm done with this, by organizing things in these buses, these stem buses, when the track is finally approved, eventually I'm going to need to send all of the bus stems to a mixer, and they'll final mix the track, and then it will go into their catalog after the show is aired. So like there's only one thing in these buses. Sometimes there's more if they're doing the same thing. Like I have a ensemble patch and a cello patch that's doing like this pulsing thing, and the ensemble patch is doing the basses while the cello's doing the octave up. So in that case, I wouldn't want to send the mixer both of these separate because they do the same thing. That's kind of the general rule. If the parts do the same thing, just keep them in the same bus. High strings, low strings are usually in separate buses. There's a piano melody here. So the piano melody should not be in the piano stem. And then here's the piano chords. Sometimes it only does the bass notes. I actually just got this. It's one of the Spitfire originals, and it's the intimate grand piano, and it's really nice. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I struggle to get good piano sounds, especially for these really sparse, moody things, but this is a nice one, and it was like $30, so that's not so bad. I'm planning to write as many cues as I can today, and then I'll mix them in the morning. In this case, I have to deliver the final mixes and masters for the show, so I'm kind of stuck doing it, and it's not like a big enough financial reward to warrant hiring a mixer, so I just have to get it done myself. But here's a little clip of it. Strings come in, it just feels big and momentous, moving with a lot of driving force. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm up to today. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll hear if the live horns are good, and then I can export those for mixing. I'm going to keep writing some more cues for this, and I'll talk to you soon.